G'day and welcome to the MacPack.
We're back.
My name's Jamie Kenner, and to my left this week in order the man on the panel least likely to apply for Big Brother. It's my little brother Joe. How are you, Joe boy?
Yes, I'm not trying out for Big Brother. I want to be on the Chase Australia.
There you go. And to my right, coming in at 6'1", as he does each and every week, it's the baby brother of the pack, who we call Junior Boy. Junior Boy, how are you?
Mate, by the looks of things, I'm not big enough nor sexy enough to be on the latest season of Big Brother.
We'll be chatting about Big Brother, the hot, raunchy new season of Big Brother off the top this
Sexy
week.
Big Brother.
Plus, Joe's got a bit of a tech talk.
Yes,
Sexy
coming
Joe.
in with some AI news.
Nice. All right, we'll be chatting about that as well. We've also got a bit of a news segment featured around demographics. It's called What's Dat Demo?
Dat Demo.
So we'll be debuting that tonight. Plus, we've also got a bunch of Aussie heroes who got up to some mischief on the tarmac, boys. It's a massive episode of the MacPack podcast. Let's get into it. Boys.
Bingo.
Hello. Well,
Fantastic. Living the dream.
no Big Brother for you.
Nah.
Why not?
Because I want to be on the Chase. I'd love to go on the Chase. It's one of my dreams.
As like a head honcho or as a...
Oh, that would be... that's not even my fucking...
Is it a
ballpark.
dream?
Just to be on.
What's the application process like to be on the Chase?
Oh, you got to do like a quiz and stuff. But I'm not ready. I need to study up. I'm not going on there and losing. I'm going to go on there when I know I could win.
Because you got to know a lot about everything.
Yeah, you got to know general stuff, general knowledge.
How do you go when you watch it?
How do I go? You just say the ones you know really confidently, and then the ones you don't know, you just...
Mind you, they're often in like a panel of 4. Often they don't know the answers.
The contestants?
Yeah.
No, the contestants are
They
trash.
just seem like
because they're not
randoms.
studying. They're just getting excited and going on. They're not putting in the years
So
of
how
work.
can you study for general knowledge?
I got that big general knowledge book.
Yeah, he has a huge...
Oh, is there one?
Yeah, so I read that.
It's so
When I
many...
win the Chase,
There's-
we're going to be...
There's a lot of different
living it
demographics on this panel, isn't there?
Do you know who's not reading that book?
everyone-
The gang on Big Brother at the moment.
Yeah, it's an interesting
Jeez,
new
they're good
season. So
looking.
the new season of Big Brother apparently has taken on a bit more of a saucy vibe.
Yeah, like the Chase.
It's a bit like it's got Love Island elements to it by the looks.
Yeah, interesting.
It also has the worst ratings
I didn't
in
even know.
history as well, which is probably
Of Big Brother?
yeah.
Huge.
I didn't even know it was on.
No, neither did I. I'd heard rumblings about it, but they've changed the format entirely. It's
So-
nothing like what it used to
So
be.
what's going on? Because
Take it
what
back to the old school days.
it used to, so back when it used to be on like mid 2000s, it was just let's shove 20 people in a house
Mm-hmm.
and just let's see what happened.
Literally.
Let's
Yeah.
see what happened.
And they used to cast the net far and wide. You would get someone who was like fresh 18
Yeah,
with someone who was like a senior citizen,
yeah.
with a bloke who was a farmer who hadn't seen 10 people in a room unless someone had passed away, to now being with randoms from all across Australia.
Yeah, it was like, as far as reality TV show, it really was like down to the basics. It's just people living.
Your average Joes all coming together.
I
There you
loved
go.
it. But what have they changed?
Well, now it seems like it's a bit more of a dating show. I'll just give you a headline here. Big Brother Australia star Annalise Drake gets evicted for friend zoning Luke. That's
Jeez, I
never
wasn't-
been. Could you imagine that of being in 2005? Imagine going into the eviction room, and I'm going to nominate Annalise for friend zoning. for friend zoning Luke.
Big Brother used to decline.
Yeah, he's like, man, that's shit out.
He used to be like someone would be like, I nominate Jono.
because he didn't take the bins out.
Yeah, because he ate all the rice on Friday Arvo, and Big Brother would be like, that's not good enough.
Oh, so but then what would they do?
They'd have to just like
Think of something else.
pick someone else.
Yeah.
Or think of a better reason.
yeah.
Shit.
Used to get
he
like
used to question
pension.
him. He used to be like, and is that like,
How does that affect you?
yeah, he's like, why are you talking about this? Don't you think, like, how's that impacting the game? And then have to tell Big Brother.
And you didn't used to be
it
able
was
to tell
strategic,
people
eh?
either. Like the nominations, you used to get like 3 strikes, and you used to get a strike for like, I think if you were like swearing or abusing someone,
Yep.
If you tried to leave the house, if your body exited the house at any point.
and if you ever told someone who you were going to vote for, if there was any form of like team ups going on,
Yeah. So
couldn't
you
be a
can't do
thing.
alliances.
you could never speak or even like show. Like if there was the 3 of us and we wanted to get rid of Riley, I couldn't give you a sign. And because you monitored, you mic'd up and you filmed all part of the day. It's not like
and
it's not like in week 2 it's like, oh, when we get down the stretch, I'm gonna wink twice and that's the sign, because everyone can hear.
Yeah.
All the producers can hear exactly that.
Yeah, I feel like what they've done nowadays is they've turned it into a gimmick show so that they don't have to monitor it 24/7. Because previously they would have to watch everything and be like, because it was just people in a house, they'd be like, right, that was a fun little 30-second joke that just happened at lunchtime on Tuesday. We need to put that in. But now it's like nothing. Now we're playing a game.
Yeah.
You know? Right. Yeah. Because Big Brother, they would
turn
be
the cameras on. We're about to record content. That's what it feels like.
Yeah. They're just like lab rats, and then all of a sudden, when it's time to play, they play. Because back in the day, when like it was the peak period of Big Brother, what year? Like when Fitzy was on it?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've spoken about this on the podcast.
Around like the 2010 era, late 2000s.
Fitzy's era was like 2005, 2006. Because when COVID happened, you can still go and find the old Big Brothers. I watched the whole season of Fitzy's year on YouTube. Some great content, but they used to share. There used to be a daily show. It used to be half hour every day on Channel 10. And you'd get the crap that took place yesterday. And a lot of times it was just crap.
Yeah, just people sitting around by the pool.
Yeah.
Banter.
But they'd get to know each other. They'd have interactions. You've got like a 20-year-old male who's chatting to a 55-year-old woman who's like a mother of 2 kids. Like, and they're actually interacting. They're finding a bit of a common interest. Where now it's just like, it's just Love Island, and we just got to make shit happen on the spot.
And then back in the day, the only thing that was like kind of gimmicky was like the Friday Night Live.
Yeah, Friday Night Games.
Like,
they used to be
gimmick.
off.
That was just like, we got something to do, so you have a reason to like really watch on Friday.
And there was eviction power as well.
Yeah.
In that.
Yeah, there was actual rewards that played into the game. Where now, I haven't watched. The last time I watched was when Dan Gorringe was on the show.
Yeah.
And
which was the first year of the comeback.
And every night, I don't know, it was only on 2 or 3 times a week, but every time they were on, they'd go and have to do like a physical challenge. And then they'd just be punting people off every night. But previously, you'd live all week. You nominate on, I think it was like Monday.
Yep.
And then on Sunday, someone gets punted out.
Yeah. You have to live through a week of like knowing everyone hates you.
Like, that was part of it.
Yeah.
It's time to go.
Yeah.
And it used to be so like shit.
And they used to get a live audience of thousands and thousands of people at DreamWorks. They were listening to Gretel Colleen. And then they used to do a big interview afterwards. It used to be like box office TV.
Who was big? Wait, back in the old days. So they obviously there's Big Brother, and then he's obviously got some voice effect. Is it the same guy the whole time?
I think in Australia there's only been a handful. I think from memory, I think there have been 2 over the journey during that big wicket period.
I mean, like during the show, because obviously something happens and Big Brother talks to them. Like, this guy's not doing 24-hour days.
There would always be a Big Brother, but it probably wouldn't be the same voice every time. Or maybe they'd try to get him to re-record.
Because I remember it must have been like the 2013, because it went away for a period. On channel, it disappeared on Channel 10. They retired it.
2014 was
and then
last year.
Then it came back on Channel 9, and they had Kyle Sandilands, I think, was hosting it with Jackie O.
Yeah, it sounds right. I remember Jackie O.
And then so that took place, and then I vividly remember the Big Brother. I saw a photo of him because this has been like Facebook and Instagram was still relevant then. And the Big Brother was at the pub with him, like having beers afterwards, and they got to meet the Big Brother.
Oh, that's cool.
Because he's sort of watched.
He's like one of the most famous people in the country,
and he knows them all better than they probably know each other as well, because they sort of telling him shit.
The best thing I reckon, the thing that I remember most from Big Brother was when they had the twins on.
Yeah, okay.
And there was 2 identical twins. Only one would be in the house at a time.
It's like Troy and Logan or someone. Definitely Logan.
Yeah, and they would have to swap out.
Or maybe they were the Logan twins. But yeah, it was literally the equivalent of like me and you being in there.
Yeah.
Identical twins. And then after, I don't know, it wasn't necessarily every day, but it was every now and then they'd just switch out. They go to the diary room and you get 60 seconds to tell the other person what had been.
And they would like they'd be changing their shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
Surely you just have them wearing the same clothes.
It was absolute chaos.
Yeah, and I just remember it so much. And then him, the first time he walked into the house, and him just like walking out there, and like, because he doesn't even like let alone knowing people, he doesn't know where the fuck anything is.
Yeah, well, that was arguably that was a big
man,
issue.
where's the toilet?
And he goes, oh, and this chick, we're getting on pretty well. And this guy, we're really good mates with him. So see if you can find him. This person has 2 kids and they do this and this and this. This dude's got 60 seconds. He's just sitting there going, man, I'm just going to forget all of it. It's like the same as when you meet someone for the first time and you walk over and you go, g'day, mate, I'm Jake. And they tell you your name. And you have no idea what they've just said.
You've been mates for 6 weeks now, and you still.
And then you're like, okay, but there's 12 people in this house. Here's information about 11 of them. You got 60 seconds to retain it.
It would be so
rip in.
It would be so awkward. It would be like, you know, when you're like the new guy at work, and it's like everyone here knows each other. I don't know what's going on. And you're like, oh, hey, how's it going? Like you're in the kitchen, like.
Yeah.
Why is being in the kitchen with someone at work so awkward?
How do you think you would go on, Big Brother? Would we put our hands up? Would you put your hand up to go on?
To go on?
Yeah.
Oh, it depends what the cash prize is.
Joe comes out, he wins, he's made a loss on the year. He goes, this costs more money.
I'm working from home. Does the house have a name? Or is it just the big house?
Well, it used to be in like the DreamWorks. It used to be the DreamWorks studio.
Have you seen it on YouTube? It's been like run through and like shredded to parts. The graffiti everywhere. The 2014 house is still.
It's pretty grim.
Yeah, geez.
It's really sad.
How do you think you'd go on, Big Brother? Would you go on?
I went back in the golden era. I fucking would fiend going on it. I thought it'd be so fun. It just like reminded me of like school.
It's pretty chill.
I like the.
It's like camp.
Nowadays, nah.
I think if we were given the opportunity, we'd go on.
Oh yeah, I still
Imagine
go.
if we go on the 3 of us. That would be a right laugh.
Yeah. When would we record?
Bit of carnage. Used to like the big dorm rooms. They used to have like 2 massive sleeping areas.
Yeah.
Just chaos.
Yep.
Yeah. The good old days.
I'd love to be the Big Brother, hey.
You'd like to be Big Brother.
Yeah, just watching people.
You're a creep. Alrighty, Joe, it's a podcast. It only goes for about 40 to 50 minutes, but you want to do a TED Talk?
No, tech talk.
A TED Talk.
I got a big tech talk coming in with some tech news, guys.
I like it.
And we talk about it. I feel like every time we talk about this, it's just a new Black Mirror episode that has become true.
Do you think it's something that we would like or we would not like?
I think that... Ooh, interesting. The first one, I think, is definitely a hate. The second one, I think, is interesting, but we'll have to see how it goes.
All right, let's go.
Give us the
So
hate.
the first one is called the Rewind Pendant. That's right.
Here we go.
The Rewind Pendant is a necklace you wear that has a microphone in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it records everything that you say or someone says to you.
That is dangerous.
Right?
Oh.
You hear this is AI tech, right? You hear this and you go, that just sounds like
That's not
when I had to wear a wire for the feds. But no, it's AI because what it does is it sends all that data to some, I guess, data warehouse kind of thing. So you can search it up later.
Transcribe.
Yeah, it's transcribed. So you can go, all right, what did I say about getting groceries from the shop? What did they ask me to get? And then it'll tell you, right?
Yeah, right.
What do we think about
I
it?
don't like it at all. Makes me feel a bit sick.
It's literally the Black Mirror episode where your eyes record everything, but with audio.
See, my only thing with like when they release stuff like this, obviously it is good because it like eliminates the fact that you can't lie to someone's face because you know you can get brought back and it'd be like fact checked. But then that just makes me think like there's going to have to be a new evolvement of like lying to someone.
Yeah.
There's going to be some new way to be a dick.
It's like the anti-gaslight tool.
Can you turn it off? Because I think that would be the only way. Like, you'd have to pretend that the battery had died.
Yeah, like when...
And you're like, oh, man, I don't know. Battery is dead.
Like when the
She's
cop...
wearing this fucking ugly thing around your throat.
When the cops want to do something dodgy and the old body cam's going off.
Yeah.
Trying to beat the shit out of this guy. Get it!
It is funny how frequently the body cams just miss it. Just so narrowly miss
One
it.
time, the body cams went off with me and my mates. We were in a car park one time in a Macca's. Cops came over and they were like, looked at each other and just went, "Doop."
Yeah, run!
They just started like chatting to us and we were like, what is going to happen?
That is insane.
And what did happen?
Oh, nothing. They were like, nice. But there was a period, they both looked at each other and was like, oh, you're off. And then they just turned them off.
You should be able to turn them off. Anyway, that's like a whole nother thing about police.
Yeah,
being
legit.
fucked, but,
But yeah.
yeah, anyway, this
It's a no from me on the
Yeah,
necklace.
it's strange. And it's like not even that high tech of a thing. It's literally just, what if we could record everything that you say? And
I
now
just
we have
don't
a way
know-
to search it.
But the user needs to purchase that.
Yeah.
Who's doing that?
Someone who's like super forgetful, I guess.
Or evil.
Yeah.
Because you can hide it as well.
Nah, but
Like a
that comes
wire.
into a whole thing because you
That's
need to tell people need to know when you're recording them. That's legal.
Yeah. Well, I think this thing does have it can record, it knows who's talking. Like it can differentiate between voices. And apparently if you're going to have a conversation with someone, you need to get their consent to record it,
No, that's so annoying.
which is like, who is doing that?
But that means that like you're at the shops, right?
Yeah.
And you're doing your grocery shop,
Yeah.
and you come into an interaction with a stranger, and
You
they're like,
gotta
"Oh, hey,
ask,
sorry, how you going?" And then you're like, "Oh,
oh, sorry, just
Yeah.
talking to my necklace for a second.
yeah, sorry, you need to give me permission that we can continue to have this conversation because you're being recorded."
Yeah. It's so strange. I mean, they're obviously just like jumping on the like AI hive, even calling it like the AI thing.
How much does it cost?
I'm not sure how much that one cost. I actually don't think it's super expensive. Let me just
Well,
check.
is it not just like an iPhone that's just on?
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the actual the actual hardware of this wouldn't be smart enough to do what it's saying.
It's saying?
It can do. No. Like, have you
Um,
tried to use text to speech before on like?
Yeah, it's
No,
not.
it's bad.
It's not
Yeah.
great.
It sucks.
So this is
Yeah, and that's another whole thing. Like, what if you're?
$29 a month.
What?
Oh, that's pretty
Payment
cheap.
plan. Yeah, it'll be dog water though. You get what you pay for.
I don't know how much the actual thing is, but yeah, it's interesting.
I
Now,
prefer
now
to pay if you
that
can.
was the lame one, right? That was the everyone hates it. That was the
Okay.
we'll have some fun at their expense. But the next one is very interesting. Very interesting.
We'll be the judge, I reckon.
It's called the AI pin. They love this
Why
little
they
pin
can- why they-
pendant.
why
This
they-
one doesn't. The other one does look like a pendant. It's something you wear. This is called the AI pin. It's a square thing that you basically put on your pocket, I guess.
Yeah.
And
Your chest pocket.
essentially, it's a wearable phone. It doesn't have a screen. It projects onto your hand.
How does it know where your hand is?
I have no idea.
Probably like heat.
It's
What if
got
you're not wearing a
cameras and
pocket? Like that you've said it fits into your pocket, and then you've looked over at the three of us who don't have
Deep pocket. Yeah, I guess you can maybe just pin it on.
It's called
whatever.
a pin.
Oh, this guy's got it on a
Sounds
regular shirt. It seems the guy from the ad.
And are these purchasable at the moment?
So pre-order starts on Friday. On Thursday, the 16th.
And what are they worth?
So these ones are $700 US.
Okay.
So
It's like $1,000 and a bit.
like $1,000 of it. And this is what it looks like. This is it on your hand.
Oh, sick.
It does look kind of cool, and you use it by doing these like gesture kind of things.
Yeah, right. Okay.
It's like motion sensor.
And so what's the plan? It sits on your tit, and
Yep.
then how does it know where your hand is? Like if I'm
It
doing
has,
it out-
no, it has a camera. I'm not exactly sure how it knows where your hand is, but it has.
Because I don't want to be like measuring to find it. I sort of want it to be switched on enough to.
So this is what it looks like. It looks kind of like an AirPod case.
Yeah, it does. Looks like an AirPod
Flat
case
AirPod
with a
case.
fly stuck on it.
Yeah, and so basically it's mainly like it's kind of like Siri. It's like a virtual assistant where you can talk to it and it can talk to you. And
So
then
it's going to speak back,
yeah, and then you can use it.
not with headphones. Like
No, apparently it says.
people are going to look like they're going insane. They're talking to their nipple.
Well, that's what people thought about the whole AirPods thing. And now they're like, it's cool to have AirPods.
See, that's the thing. These will be things in the future.
Yeah. And so basically their point is like everyone hates their phone, hates being addicted to their screen.
Yeah,
So
but-
what if the screen was your hand? You ever thought about that one?
I just don't think that's a good look.
So it's mainly for messaging, can take photos
Does it?
from your chest.
Yeah, right.
Good for police.
Yeah.
So
Turns off.
bit of an awkward one, but if you're streaming, let's say, a sort of video
I don't
from your
think it streams
phone,
video.
Oh no.
Oh, I was gonna
but it
say-
will.
I was going to say you're looking at one hand, you're using the other hand.
Yeah,
There's
that's
just a lot going on.
That's what a lot of people said. They said that most technology really picks up when you can use it for, adult content.
Yeah.
And they're like, but your hand's already busy. How is this going to work?
And you can't even like touch your nipples either.
Yeah, maybe
which
maybe it can vibrate. God, I want one.
Alrighty, boys, excited for this one. New segment alert. New week, new segment. That seems to be a
Shit,
pattern here on the pod. We've got more segments than we have good content. As Riley lets an audible fart bomb out. Hopefully that...
Was it a fart?
We've got more segments than we got gas.
Oh my God. Hopefully that isn't foreshadowing how shit this might go.
No, this is a good segment. Jake sent it through, came across my desk, and I was hyped for it.
There you go. Good man. Come across his chest, his little wearable
Yeah.
chest. It's called, and we'll do a stinger for it. If you have any sound effects, if you have a song that you think might be relevant, we'd love to hear from you.
Long name, but I like it. Let's hear it again.
The segment is called "What's Dat Demo?"
Oh, what that demo?
You don't have to do an accent. Basically, what this segment is going to entail is going to be I'm going to list a brand of something, and you boys will essentially then have to tell me what sort of demographic
What's that demo?
you think that sort of brand would suit. I'm a bit of a marketing man myself, so we look at a lot of demographics a lot of the time.
Yes.
Sometimes like your ideal demographic is exactly that. It's an ideal demographic, and then you put your brand out there and you definitely just get a different group. You definitely get a different group to what you might have been aspiring to have.
Yeah, interesting. Like us.
Who's our demographic?
Well,
I didn't realize that means sexy.
Joe's on one. Okay, we're gonna kick things off for first ever round of that. What's that
demo?
What's that demo?
What's that demo? Jim Beam.
Jim Beam.
Jim Beam. Joe,
I
take it away.
famously thought it was called Jim Bean when I was a kid.
Did you actually?
Yeah, because beam isn't a word.
Beam's a word.
Yeah.
Is it a surname?
Is it? Jim Beam.
It's like it's the equivalent of it's someone. It's someone. And I don't think it's a real person. It might be a real person. That's not really the game. The game is not tell me the historic data of what the brand is. I just want you to tell me what that demographic is
Demo.
for Jim
So
Beam.
what age?
Yeah,
gender?
yeah. Just build the personal profile for what you
Dad.
think that person would be. What that person
My
would
dad.
look like. Yeah, Dad's a Jim Beam man.
I would go.
I don't think Dad
40
falls
to-
into the category as much as.
Yeah, I would go 40 to 60, kind of that age bracket.
Yeah, good shout.
Like tough tradie could be a bikey kind of guy.
Okay. All right.
You know? Like you see him at the club, and it's like not the club. You see him at the pub or whatever, and it's like that guy could be doing carpentry kind of gig. He's carrying stuff around,
Yep.
or he could be fucking slinging meth. And I don't know which is which or which is scarier.
They could be mutually exclusive as well.
Where does Jim Beam rank on the niceness of
Of liqueurs.
of like when you know like your Smirnoff and then your Grey Goose? Where's Jim Beam on the scale?
Well, Jim Beam is interesting because it does vary. There's like the real nice.
Yeah, you can dress it
bottles.
up. You can get like some nicer label version, but your original, your standard, your white label,
Yeah,
it's just like a classic.
it's a Smirnoff.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
like
good comparison.
it's a staple. It's not bad, but it's not like
Yeah, it's not.
70.
It's not like a Bundaberg or
it's like you can't go wrong
Yeah,
kind of thing. Yeah.
Alright, cool. Yeah, it's definitely a tradie drink then.
Yeah.
Because tradies aren't on that massive echelon of cash, but they're definitely earning enough to have a few beers. I reckon
Yeah.
like short shorts and a polo and thongs come to mind.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Like the
okay.
stubbies, the stubby shorts.
Yeah, yeah.
Like summer
real
barbecue kind of.
Yeah, chunky legs though. Like they've got meat
big
covered.
calves.
But yeah, that's my kind of guy.
There you go.
Maybe Sunnies as well. But
Age?
Yeah, Sunnies. Yeah, as well.
Age demographic.
yeah, 40 to 60.
Okay, so you're not seeing many young people because I drink Jim Beam,
No, I grow up. No, you don't.
and I don't think I'm a white collar
But you're not a
worker.
Jim Beam drinker.
Yeah, it's a difference.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's the first one. I think you've hit the nail near on the head. Second one we've got the clothing brand Princess Polly. Riley, give me your demographic for a Princess Polly person.
She's just massively into the hot girl summer. Isn't
Yes.
she love the mini dress. Oh, obviously, 'cause she's showing a princess.
Princess
Polly.
Polly, yeah.
She goes to a private school
Okay.
Yeah.
or has graduated from a
went.
private school. She's studying nursing or psychology.
Yeah.
She loves the Sunday sesh. She loves getting her nails done. and she's in the age bracket of 16 to 22. Yeah.
Nice.
I would say the same, 16 to 22. Kind of like Princess Polly is like. So you're a kid. You shop at like your Maya, your Kmart, Cotton On,
Yep.
your sports girl. Princess Polly is kind of like your first venture into like
Online shopping.
I am shopping online. I'm living it up. I'm going out to the festivals. I'm hitting the clubs, and I want to wear something nice.
You finally got a job at Priceline Pharmacy or Mecca.
Yeah.
Or Boosters, and you got cash to spend,
And you're living
baby.
it up. And your Princess Polly, look, they got nice pieces. It's no Shein, you know. They got some good stuff on there. So. But it's not,
How do you know so much? I don't know anything about it. I just get ads. Do you get like targeted ads that come up for Princess Polly? I just get like on the side banner of like a news.
you got
I'm
weird
on
cookies.
like fucking Fox Sport, and I've just got like this girl in a Princess Polly. I don't even know whatever they wear dresses.
Cookies these days
I'm
are
like-
that accurate
I'm
that
like-
you would have to be clicking on some weird website that 16 to 22-year-old girls are into.
Yeah.
All right,
It's because you're into Harry Styles. That's why.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's Princess Polly be. They love a girl dinner.
Yeah.
They love a bit of girl math.
dinner.
The
They
sales
love
on
girl
Princess
math.
Polly with the girl math.
You're basically being paid to shop on her.
Yeah, exactly. Man, they should do that. Hey,
What?
The girl
I'd
math
be like
sale.
30% off. I don't really understand the whole girl math thing. I know it's like a trend, but yeah, they could be making bank. We should do a girl math sale on
Black Friday?
on our thing. Yeah,
What
on
would
our
it be?
website.
Give us an example of what it would look like.
Like 50% off. That's basically girl math. I don't really understand it.
You get $1, but then you have to buy the whole piece full price. So technically, you're saving $1.
Yeah. I don't. Oh yeah, I was talking about if girl math like 50%, so you got to buy 2. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I guess that would more
Stuff
so.
like that. Like,
yeah.
and now I'm on the up. Basically,
Yeah.
it's being tricked by company.
Yeah. Just marketing schemes working.
And then
It's going.
guy math is just a fat multi.
All right. Great stuff. Nail on the head. Lastly, we're going to do, it's likely to be like another male brand. This is the exact example I mentioned off the top of there used to be a demographic and they were sort of hitting that demographic and then, I don't know, it got bastardized. It's Nautica.
Ooh, Nautica.
Yeah. Hit me with some Nautica
So
demographics.
Nautica used to be fishermen.
Boat. Yeah.
Yeah,
like
boat
the boat
guys,
people.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
not
hot-
boat people. Like
People with
who,
boats.
Yeah. People who had boats.
Yeah, Nautica is like pretty high quality stuff.
Yeah. It's like
Yep.
Pretty expensive stuff
I own some Nautica shirts.
because it'll last you. But I don't think Nautica used to be cool.
Okay. They have the shirts, like their actual business shirts, so many checkered lines. It's actually like,
Yeah.
it's too much. I wear some Ralph Lauren shirts. We'll get into that in another week. They're a bit more of a thicker pinstripe. The Nautica ones look like patches. Like they look like you've done a bit of patchwork on your shirts.
So that's what Nautica used to be. Like, nautical, you know. It used
Yeah.
to be cool, you know. Like the pirate from SpongeBob, he'd reckon Nautica. But now Nautica to me is like the wannabe old money, you know.
Okay. Yep.
It's like the finance bros,
Okay.
Oh, this is so interesting.
like ex private school boys, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm wearing the Nautica, and I think part of it is like because it is like a older kind of brand.
Yep.
It's got a bit of heritage to it.
I think Riley's about to take me down a path that will be more reflective of what I'm thinking.
So it's when you're in year 8, you're going into that Eshe phase.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Eshe.
And
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
start to get a Nautica hat or a Nautica shirt. It's the first time you bought a hat that's more than $7.
Yeah.
Like $50-$60 and a shirt that's 60 to 80.
It's your introductory. It's your when you graduate from high school and you get a certificate to say you've graduated.
And a Nautica.
You get a Nautica hat to be welcomed in
To the Eshes.
to the Eshe game.
Really?
Yeah.
To the
I've
fuckboy
never-
gang.
Yeah.
They were
Damn,
called
I-
fuckboys back when.
Fuck boys,
I was in
yeah.
year 8.
Joe was one of them.
Fuckboys
Yeah.
were Nautica boys.
I would love to do that.
Boy, oh boy.
I mean, wear one of the hats. Yeah. I never had Nautica stuff. Maybe that's why I don't know much about it.
You
Yeah.
weren't an Esh.
Yeah, I think if you
Some of
saw,
the boys
could
in
you
the
imagine
year
seeing
would-
Joe in a Nautica shirt? I just don't think it would be
Nautica
your
Polo
vibe.
maybe, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
see, I rate the polos, but no one really reps the brand like shirt and hats anymore, unless you're in middle school.
Really?
Yeah, it's like
it's sort of as a reformed.
you wear Nautica, you wear Tommy, and then you start wearing like skate brands and stuff.
Yeah.
But they're like just such a classic that you wear them for.
So you're more on the air shape. Build it up for me a little bit. Key interests, their
They
look, their style, their age.
They ride the penny boards. They're
Oh.
12 to 15. Maybe
Baggy on the
14.
kids.
Yeah. The ones that I used to see was like a 16-year-old dude, marginally overweight, 4XL shirt that he could look like he was in a tent. Look like a tent had sort of hit him on his wanderings.
Yeah, they play footy on the weekends down at the local, and they weigh a maximum of 58 kilograms.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you think
Go
a
on,
little
skinny.
rascal.
This is the boys at my school. Yeah.
There you go.
Fantastic. Who's our favourite brand out of them?
Princess
I
Polly.
think
You gotta go
Princess-
Princess Polly. It's a fucking classic.
I think Princess Polly hit the nail on the head. We'd love to hear from you. Make sure to fling us a message with your thoughts regarding these exact categories. We'd love to flesh them all out a bit. If you do get in contact and you've got a ripping one, we'll read it out in next week's show. And if you do have any brands you want us to unpack, ping us a DM and we'll be sure to do that as well. Alrighty, boys, it's time for our favourite weekly segment here on the MacPack podcast. In fact, it's our only weekly segment. It's time for our Everyday Hero.
Jakey boy, take it away.
Get that pen out, mate. Mark that big old tally of yours
Yep.
and give us a quick tally update.
You got 3. I've got 3. Riley's steaming ahead with 5. 5
Oh,
heroes.
there you go.
massive.
I love it. This week's Everyday Hero is coming in courtesy of our good friends at TikTok for
Yes.
providing us with the means to find these young gents.
They're everywhere.
I'm going to read out a little article. I want you boys just to basically chime in whenever you get the opportunity. This is a research. A TikTok video featuring 2 airline workers enjoying a lunch on the airport tarmac has gone viral.
Oh, I'd
Must
love to
be
see
nice.
it.
The pair of Rex airline workers were filmed cooking up a storm, enjoying burgers and hot dogs on a portable electric grill just off the runway at Brisbane Airport earlier in the week. The setup comprised of office chairs being utilised and a fold-out table, plus all the components necessary for a good old-fashioned barbecue.
Love it.
The boys essentially just put patties and sausages and whatnot on
the tarmac.
No, not like they weren't cooking it on the tarmac. They were
Oh.
cooking it on a
Yeah,
like,
but they're on
a little baby grill.
So I'm assuming, is that allowed?
Well, this is a statement from Rex. Rex have said in a statement, Rex is aware of the video and understands its humorous intent. However, the contracted ground handling company who employed the staff involved have been advised of the need to find a suitable location for such events in the future, lest this be misconstrued. Essentially meaning it's all fun and games.
Shout to the boys though.
yeah, but make sure this is the first. Well, not first, but definitely the last time. Because the video wasn't shared. It wasn't like I'm cooking, you're filming me.
Some random person's film.
Some random person has filmed them
Like a sniper from the plane.
from the inside the airport.
Oh, they're around a corner. They're
They're
against the
hiding.
wall.
They're actively hiding. Yeah.
I was imagining them sort of just out in the middle.
Friday lunch.
Like, where else can you sort of go? Is my thinking.
Yeah, they've
Out the front.
especially to do like a barbie.
They're hiding away. Like, no one can sort of.
Why is the
They-
flight delayed? That's
Imagine
what
they
the
do that
video's
every
called.
Friday.
They're in a very safe spot. Like, realistically, if you're gonna do that, and
They've done it.
that's where you got to do it, and that's why these boys are getting this week's Everyday Hero, because I reckon they're just that's the true Aussie
They're
spirit
lads.
that
You'd
I
love
don't
to-
I don't want to see that die out. I want to see that be continued. I think that sort of behaviour should be applauded.
I reckon those lads are like, you'd love to work with them, right? They'd be like the lad, they're planning the
Yeah.
barbecue, they're getting everyone around it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if you're like on the plane, you're a bit nervous about the thing, you look out your window and then the staff are just having a barbecue, I'd be like, oh my God, what is going on in this place?
Yeah, for sure.
I love it. Rex has gone on to say that the individuals were actually on a rostered meal break, so they weren't just like
Yeah, they're not just-
slacking off. And the 2 blokes who were like eating at the time, they were rightfully not meant to be at work, like doing.
Oh yeah, they're not meant
They
to,
didn't
they're
have
not,
duties to be doing instead.
they're meant to be flying the plane.
Exactly, and there were no flights that were affected during that
They're just
time.
Baggage boys.
A former employee jumped on the old TikTok and said, as a former employee, we used to do this all the time. It was the best,
That's so good.
which does speak
sick.
volumes about like this is someone who's quite potentially ruined it for the rest of us.
Yeah, and clearly, if that person's saying they do it all the time and there's never been an issue,
Yeah.
then clearly it's fine.
That's fine.
And Rex are well aware of it.
We'll summarize with someone who basically said, I always fly with Rex. They are always the nicest carrier for domestic and they charge the fairest price. I've never had any delays, so the ground staff deserve that barbecue.
Fantastic.
And that's why those boys are winning this week's Everyday Hero. What's something that you used to get up to at work? Do you want to get into this?
Oh, yeah, something I used to do at work.
That would potentially or allegedly be frowned upon.
I handle the food with no gloves.
Jerk off in the toilet.
Just something.
What'd you say?
Gonna have to hear it on the listen back.
Because like we used to make pizzas and stuff, and no one would wear gloves.
Oh, that's true, hey.
You're definitely meant to.
Yeah?
Or
Yeah.
hair
Or-
knits. Like you meant to wear shit over your hair.
Yeah.
Because I reckon the stuff that
Not
like,
near.
there's so many
You know what I mean.
TikTok videos and viral videos that go on about like McDonald's employees. Like those beef patties that come out of those white bags and
Oh,
they just
yeah.
look like frozen phallic colored discs.
Yeah.
They don't look appetizing. And they don't get microwaved or anything. They just get put straight onto the fryer. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh, cool. That's not
That
even
sounds so
partially
The meat's only brown because of the dirt on the.
on the grill.
We talked about Riley's mate standing on the grill where he used to work.
Oh yeah, that's like episode. If you're just joining us for the first time, firstly, welcome. But secondly, the episode is called "Tales from the Grill" and shit that makes you feel ill, or something along those lines. It's like the third episode we ever shared. Hilarious story about the time we used to work at a burger place.
Yeah.
You just want
Like a
to
restaurant as well, not like HJ.
maybe give a
The
brief
restaurant they do burgers.
maybe give a brief summary as to that
Well,
tale.
Obviously, when you're cooking on a fry inside, like the smoke and the gas, everything goes up because of the heat. So the roof gets held dirty, but it's a cleanable material. So it's assumed that it should be cleaned every night when closing. But when I did my first shift there, and I never knew how they got up there to clean it. And I found out quite quickly that they just got up there to clean it. They literally just turned it off.
They turned off the grills.
Yeah, wait till it cooled down and then just stood on it and wiped it down. Gave it a once over.
And then would they clean the grill?
No. Because
I
Is
rest
this-
my case.
Is this going to be the concept of like germs can't resist the heat?
Too
Like they
hot.
can't handle how hot the kitchen is?
well, that's the thing. The heat from the grill in the next morning would inevitably kill all the germs.
I
that were
think we're
left over.
living. I don't think that is a legitimate science. I don't think like you can just heat something up and hope that all the germs disappear.
Yeah, but if there's like sand and stuff, it's still gonna be there.
It's pretty fucking feral though.
and like I don't know, my
you're not gonna
shoes.
feel-
You're clean. The ceiling needs to be clean.
The
I
fucking
feel like the grill is slightly more important.
oh my goodness. Well, there you go. Those boys, absolute superstars for grilling their respective meats on
Sure,
the
they don't stand on their grill.
on the top. No, they look like they were very, very comfortable. If you haven't seen the video, go do yourself a favor. But those boys, the Rex Airline Lads, are going to win this week's Everyday Hero. Alrighty, boys, that just about brings us to the end of another episode of the MacPack podcast. Massive thank you for everyone for listening. We're very excited here on the pod this week.
We got a big
What's
show.
We've got the hottest tickets in town.
Big weekend coming up on the cards.
We get looked after here at the pod.
Yeah, this one came across our desk.
We have
Yeah,
been very fortunate to have been provided some Coldplay tickets.
Shout out to the team at Coldplay.
And when I say
Again,
when I say provided, I mean we paid the money and they gave us the tickets. That is how you get provided stuff.
thank you to the
Thank
team
you,
at Coldplay.
A team at Ticketek for helping us with the transaction. Very exciting time. First time that they have been to Perth ever, I want to say.
Yeah, because the only people I know who have seen them had to go over east to see them.
Yeah, I've got mates who have been to Melbourne, been to Sydney.
Yeah, suckers
I don't know if they've ever been to Perth. I think it's funny that they're coming to Perth
only.
only as well. That's pretty, that's so rare. No one really does.
Yeah,
It was cool when
Bjork
they were-
did that.
Yeah, it was cool when they were doing one night as well. Everyone keeps asking, what night are you going to Coldplay? And I'm like, mate, the real night.
Yeah, the Origid
Not
That's
the-
true.
Not the
Because now they're doing a Friday.
a Sunday.
Or Friday or Sunday?
A
Sunday.
Sunday. We still get to the
Oh.
first guy.
The first
Okay.
one, yeah.
First
That's
guy
fair.
no blow.
I don't know, it's at Optus, so you never know.
There's still tickets for the second one? No.
I have no idea.
Probably
But
not.
probably sold out.
There you go. What are we most looking forward to? We spoke when we purchased the tickets. We had a few little Coldplay facts and
Yes.
stats, a few
Yes.
stories about how the drummer got into the band. If you haven't heard, you can go back and you can have a listen.
Do you know Coldplay wasn't originally called Coldplay?
Really?
Didn't know
Have
that.
a guess.
Stop.
Have a guess what their name might be other than Coldplay.
Hot stop.
Coldplay were originally called Starfish.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
There you go.
What are your thoughts on the name Starfish? Sounds silly, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
But so doesn't Coldplay.
Yeah, if they were called Starfish and Riley was like, they could have changed their name to Coldplay.
You'd be like, why would they? be
Starfish
called
is a bit of
Coldplay?
a,
Bit iffy.
it's a bit of a stupid
But then
name,
like
yeah.
Beatles,
Do you reckon that's how they come up with it? Do you reckon there was an air of like
another animal.
that to it?
Yeah, yep.
There you go. There you go.
No idea.
Some wild facts. What are you most looking forward to? What song? They're obviously playing, I think, closer to 20 tunes, which seems
Yeah.
like a lot.
Yeah.
Because Coldplay don't have short songs. They don't have traditional like 3-minute songs.
No, they love an anthem.
Yeah, it's not rare to see a 5-minute, 6-minute, even at sometimes 7-minute tune. What one are you looking forward to most, Joe?
The one I'm most looking forward to is Clocks.
Yeah, right.
Clocks.
Give us a bit of that.
Do 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 do
You don't know how-
do 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 do.
That's pretty good.
do.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, Clocks. Just see me belting at Clocks. I can't wait.
Nice. Yourself?
Sparks is what I'm most looking forward to.
Sparks. I rate Spark. I've been a huge, we mentioned this many moons ago, but I'm a big Coldplay fan from way back. Parachutes, one of the best albums I think to
Yeah.
date. Not necessarily Coldplay album, but like just in general.
Yeah.
Sparks, great song. And then I saw it on TikTok like 2 years ago. Everyone was really getting into the
Right, yeah.
Sparks. Sparks is like the third or fourth song on like their initial album.
Yeah. Then
No one knows Sparks unless it's on TikTok.
Yeah, it's an album cut. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's cool. I rate it. Is that how you found out about Sparks?
To be honest, probably yeah.
Yeah, I feel
That
like,
first album was real good though.
I
I
have
feel like you
listened
wouldn't
to
be
it,
alone.
but you don't. When you hear it once, you're like, oh, that's alright. But then when you hear it heaps, you're like, oh, that's actually really good.
And what are you the most looking forward to, Jay? You're the big Coldplay.
I am.
fan.
I would have said Sparks, but I think The Scientist is up there. It's one of the great anthems.
You're going with The Scientist as your favorite.
Scientist is very good.
Give us some.
I think so. Charlie Brown, when they put the wristbands on and Charlie Brown
Yeah.
comes on. I wonder if we get wristbands. Everywhere else seems to get wristbands.
We'll
They still-
get wristbands.
Do they still do wristbands?
You'd have
Surely.
to.
Oh, actually, totally forgot about this one, but the one I'm most looking forward to has got to be Yellow.
Yeah, okay.
Yellow slap.
The start of Yellow, guys.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I personally think Fix You. I think they'll close the night with Fix You.
Yeah.
Or thereabouts.
Tears. There'll be tears streaming down my face.
Oh, there you go.
It's on the lines.
Should be very exciting.
Let's do it.
Should be very
So
exciting.
keen.
If you're fortunate enough to see us there, come say good day as well. Don't be shy. Oh, do be shy.
yeah.
That's
We'll
really
all
Like us just then.
We're all going to be dressed as starfish. To
Boys,
know that we're real fans.
it's been a pleasure. Until we do this time next week, stay safe. Any other further?
Nah.
Okay, stay safe. Stay blessed, and always remember to.
Go give your mama.
It's jumping out, but not forever.